Wait till we done.
I just say, come on.
From the side here. Should have said that before I started. Okay, so today, make it quick. We're gonna go over the after school work from yesterday, or from the last video. And then we're just gonna do some more practice on these word problems so you can get pretty comfortable with it. Might try to do some on linear equations, but still very nice. The variable being on both sides of the equation. Alright, so I want you to follow. I'm gonna just go through these and you follow along. See if you got your answers correct. If you don't, see if you can find your mistake. Alright, so the first one reads, Ben rents a car for one day. The charge is $20 plus the 12 cents per mile. He wants to spend exactly $80. How many miles can he drive? Alright, so we know he only wants to spend $80. So that's our total. We know that he's going to be charged $20 plus 12 cents per mile. Remember we spoke before about per meaning multiplication. So it'll be 12 cents, which is 0.12 times x, because we don't know the number of miles. So how many miles can he drive so that he doesn't go past 80? Did you get that equation? Alright, what was the answer?
You get m equals 5.
Alright, so 5 miles. So if we work it out, we get 0.12 times 5. Oh, that's not very expensive. Which is 60 cents. Wait, what? That makes sense. That would be $20.60.
Don't even include the cents. You don't include the cents.
What?
You don't include the cents.
What do you mean it don't include
You don't include that.
What are you talking about?
You just do it all as one.
What are you talking about? No, you didn't do that right. Okay,
If
that's
that was
not,
the case, then you didn't. Then you're supposed to.
you didn't do that right. It's not 5. Cause it's 12 cents per mile. So if it's 5 miles, then that's only 60 cents. 20 plus 60 cents, or .12, or .60. That's 20.60. That's $20.60. All right. So what we're gonna do is 20 plus 0.12x equals 80. So we subtract 20 from 80, and that leaves us with 0.12x equals 60. Then we divide by 0.12. And 0.12 goes into, I'm trying to remember how you do this. I think you have to move the decimal over too,
2 spaces.
but just do it after.
5 times.
That time. But then you gotta add 2 decimals. That's 500. Cause you have to add these 2 decimals. So how you do that when you're dividing by a decimal? If I'm gonna move these over 2 and make it 12, then I have to add 2 decimals to here. So then it's 6,000. So 12 goes into 60 5 times, which is 60, and then it'll be 0, 0. So it's 500 miles. How you just gonna make it not a decimal? E. But if you would have plugged that in, you would have saw that that wasn't right. You just make it not a decimal.
If I didn't include the decimal, still.
So he's able to drive 500 miles. That's 500 times 0.12 is going to be $60. Yeah, so we did 500 times 0.12. That's 6,000. Then we put on 2 decimals, so that's $60. So 500 miles. All right. So don't just get rid of the decimal like some of our students did.
Only one.
Like one of our students. Like some of them did. Oh yeah. I know sometimes y'all see me be a little hard on one of my students. But, so I apologize. And I pray y'all forgive me. He's a good student. He's learning. He's learning these word problems. I hope y'all like it. Oh, I wanted to bring my flower out and show y'all the flower. I was supposed to wear it in my hair, but I forgot that my student gave me. That one of my students gave me.
Yep. The student.
Alright. Number 2, when 12 is subtracted from 3 times a number, the result is 24.
The student is bad.
Alright, so it
He's
says
skipping
12 is subtracted, so we know we're subtracting 12, from 3 times a number. We don't know what the number is, so x. So 12 is subtracted from 3 times a number, and the result is 24. So what was the answer to that one?
-4. Nope.
That's not right. How did you get -4? What did you do? Is that the one where you said, I know the answer? What did you do then? Look on your paper and tell
I
me.
see what I did.
What? I'm actually telling you to tell me what you did.
12 minus 3 times the number.
Okay.
The result is 24.
So somebody in the class did. So, what? I thought this was red. This is pink. So somebody did 12 minus 3. But that's not what it said. It said 12.
Oh, yeah.
It said 12 is subtracted from a number. So 12 is subtracted from this, from 3 times a number. So our answer
You Asian.
is going to be x equals, what's 12 is 36 divided by,
Oh my goodness, I got it right the
it's
first
going to be
time.
12.
I got that right the first time. Before I even did it on paper.
Alright, so number 3 says Jill.
Listen to me, teacher.
I agree.
No, I don't think
You
you
need to
did,
be able to
teacher.
write out the equation, that's the whole point, not just getting the answer.
I
The
don't
whole
think,
point is practicing being able to create an equation for what you read.
I don't think.
Jill made
you
20
understand,
muffins.
teacher.
She put them in 3 boxes and has 2 muffins left. How many are in each box if they contain the same amount of muffins? Alright, so we know she had a total of 20. She had 3 boxes. We don't know how many in each one. Remember, anytime you have something and you're putting something in each of them, it's the same amount as multiplication. And we know that she had 2 left. So it's the amount in the boxes, which is 3 times however many is in each box, plus the 2 that she had left, and that equals her 20 muffins. Alright, so is this the equation that you got? For number 3? Alright, so we do, so x equals, just need to get an x equals
6. That's the one I was talking about, how. Oh.
Alright, number 4. Oceanside Bike Shop charges a $14 fixed fee plus $9 an hour for renting a bike. Dan paid $50 to rent a bike. How many hours did he have the bike? Alright, so we know he paid $50, and it's gonna be the fee plus the $9 an hour fee. So we know that's $14 plus the $9 per hour, which is 9x. Alright, so what is x?
4.
Alright, so 9 times 4,
36.
36. 36 plus 14 is 50. Ooh, it's inside. Ooh, no, this is inside. If you multiply a number by 3 and then subtract 5, you will get 40. What is the number? Okay, so we know we're getting 40. Alright, so it says if you multiply a number by 3, a number, we don't know what that is, so there's x, or multiplying by 3, and then subtract 5, you get 40. What'd you write?
3x plus 5. No, minus 5.
So you
3x
wrote
minus
this?
5 equals
It was what?
40.
Oh. So why you make that face?
I was just doing that for extra emotions.
So x equals
15.
what?
15. It equals 15.
So x equals 15. It's pink. Alright, number 6. Joe went to the hobby shop and bought 2 Mato sports car eyes.
Model.
What?
Model.
I said that.
Except my tool.
At $8.95 each, and some paint. I know you got this wrong, but you did this same thing you did on the other one. I just take out the decimal. E. He spent $23.65. How much was the paint? Alright. So he went to the hobby shop. He brought 2 model cars at $8.95 each. So we know. Do I have to write that in there?
I did get it right.
Alright, so it's 2 model cars at $8.95 each, plus
You
some
don't
paint.
have to do that.
What?
You don't have to do that. Why did you do that?
And with him buying the cost of the model cars, which is 2 times $8.95, and the cost of the paint, which we don't know, he spent $23.65. What'd you write?
I wrote 895 plus P equals 23.65.
Why? He said he had 2 model cars at $8.95 each.
Oh,
So catch that. You say 2 model cars at $8.95 each. So that's 2 times $8.95.
but I still got that. Even though I misunderstood. I still got the thing right.
Alright, so that's gonna be 1790 plus X equals 2365. So X equals
Oh, so the paint is cheap. Oh,
5. X equals $5.75.
yep, paint's cheap. I got $14.10.
You got what? How did you do that? Oh, because you did 895. Alright, Ryan made a $3,000 down payment on a car. The total cost of the car was $7,500. He made 36 equal monthly payments to pay the car in full. How much did Ryan pay per month? Alright, so we know the total cost is $7,500. And we know initially he paid $3,000. So that's $3,000 plus the remainder of the cost, which was payments for 36 months. So plus
35p.
36p.
36p. I forgot I accidentally wrote 35, but I changed it to 36 somewhere in that equation.
Alright, so we subtract 3,000 from both sides. Wait, what does P equal?
It equals 125.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not right. That ain't right. Huh? Oh, plus 3,000. All right. Hold on. 125 times 2, all right, number 8, last one. Kendra, get over here.
I'm trying to get her off of the thing.
Kendra is buying bottled water for a trip. Buying bottled water for a trip. She has 16 bottles. She buys by the case, and each case has 24 bottles. How many cases will she have to buy if she wants a total of 160 bottles? Alright, so we know the total. We know she already has 16. We know that each case has
24.
24.
B. 24.
And we don't know how many cases.
B equals 6.
Alright, so this is the bottle she already had, plus
6.
the 24
6.
packs times however many
6.
packs she needs to equal 160. So B equals 6.
10 times 6 is 180 plus
20. 24 times 6 is not 1.
I'm doing math in my head. I know what I'm saying. There's still one right book, but I know what I'm saying. 120.
You can say how you do it. Think of it. 12 times 12 is 144. Go up, go down. Go up for the first number. 24. Go down. 6.
Alright, so again, if you didn't get it right, see if you can double check your thing and find your mistake.
I find my mistakes. Wait, hold up. Oh yeah, I only got one wrong between 6, 7, and 8. blam, blam. Now, what else did I get wrong? Oh, yeah. Number one. Number two. I knew I should have just listened before, or thought of it before. Listen to the first answer that came to my head. Only 3 wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna test you, Phil.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take the decimal out. Well, I don't want this decimal here, so I'm gonna just do it without it.
I totally forgot how to do decimal, but I wasn't even thinking. I just completely left up. Really, this is where the string went all along. I was looking for this. The string. And there's no more times who you step in. Just said the whole sentence backwards.
I got some.
What happened with the pull out your picture and
That one time.
that one time ago? What's today's date? 9/28? 27? Oh, you should. Girl, it's not the 27th. It's the 27th. Yeah, the 27th was yesterday. I knew your birthday was on Sunday. Your birthday was on Sunday. What do I have for this day? Why did I skip a whole page? 27. Ha! I wrote the 27th or the 26th. After this, you want to spar with me at a game of table tennis?
Hey.
Business.
I do not want to run all this. I kind of have to.
You gotta summarize that. I'm the best at summarizing. Business, sales, USDs each at 2 pesos. There is a monthly fee, a monthly fixed cost. That's not how you do that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
For advertising. If the total cost last month $17.38 or 635 times a period. How many quads did you make? Did you summarize this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, you summer. Business sales cost at $2. There's a monthly fixed cost of $125 for advertising.
Hey,
No, not that.
All right.
Sentence.
All right. So that's a short version of this question. So the full version. Stop. What are you doing?
Conceal.
I could have did it. All right. So your small business makes greeting cards and sells them online. Each card costs $2 in materials and labor. And you have monthly fixed cost of $125 for advertising.
Yeah. There's a monthly fixed cost.
If your total cost last month was $635, how many cards did you make? All right. So, cards, $2 each. Don't know the number of cards sold.
$2. Number cards.
Monthly fee,
Monthly fee.
and total.
$100.
All right. So we know our total,
Total.
635. We know our monthly fee is going to be added to whatever the cost of the cards was, and we know the cards are $2 each. But we don't know how many cards. All right. So at least with the equation 2y.
These are things of 5, you know. 125 and 635. After this whole process, I went all the way to a trillion. Well, I mean, all the way
All right. So what's y?
Well, I haven't done that yet. All right, that's all right. 500. Hold up. 501. 510. No. 510. Oh, divide by 2. Do that. See how you do that? I want to see. See it. $255. 255 times 2 equals 510 plus 125 equals 635.
Alright, so y equals 255.
X equals 255.
And check it.
I just told them.
Check it.
Let me summarize it. Jill had 2 chickens. I ate one of them. How many do she got left? Yeah, let me just summarize. No, let me give a problem.
Boy, go sit down. Let me do something.
Teacher's harsh.
That's how it looks like.
We didn't see anything.
I'm ready.
Jamie. Oh. Pigs. Alright, this is a female. Now you just, I don't even remember how oh, now I remember how to do percentage to, I think, plus.
Well, we got to go back to that. You
What?
stand for that.
I don't even, I think I learned it. I did learn it. It's just I don't remember because I hadn't had to apply it to anything. That's Lola Dream who got us doing this.
Alright.
Not me. See, that's Lola Dream got us doing this. He's supposed to be attending class.
Alright, so Jamie picks out a blouse to purchase. It is on sale for 25% off, plus she has a $10 off coupon. She pays $23 for the blouse. What is the original price? Alright, so we don't know. Okay, we know she paid $23. We know the original price. We know she's going to get $10 off, and we know she's going to get 25% off.
Price.
So to find 25% of a number, we know we have to multiply that. So it's gonna be the original price times 25%, which is 0.25. Remember,
Yes.
when you're doing percentages to get the decimal,
Ooh.
you move over to the left 2 decimal places.
Ooh.
0.25.
Yeah.
So 0.25 times the original price is gonna give us that new price minus the $10 that she has for the coupon. Alright, so
I think that's right.
Either way, I still get the right answer.
alright. So again, to get 25% off, we multiply that by the original price, which we don't know, and then that gives us the new discounted price, and we subtract $10 because she had a $10 coupon, so that's gonna take off from the price as well, and leave her with $23 to pay for the shirt, which means that shirt was probably too much. Now you're paying that much for a shirt? $3 at the most, 5 at the most. But I'll be looking for like 2 or $3. That's too much for a shirt. Alright, so we add 10. We're left with 0.25. X equals 33. And we could change this to a fraction. 0.25 as a fraction is 1/4.
It's 132.
No, it's not.
The answer.
It's not.
It's 132.
So we could change that to 1/4 x times x, which would be x over 4 equals 33.
Right.
So we multiply by 4.
Right.
It's not right.
You're gonna get 132.
It's not right.
You're gonna get 132
No,
out of
it's
the
not
way.
right.
Out of the way. It hunts you.
Oh yeah, that is right.
X equals 130.
All right. Ow.
Yeet. $25.
Wait.
No, wait, $23. Better than 132.
All right, so we can change that to 1/4 times x equals 33. We multiply by 4, and x equals 12. Oh no, 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 no.
Yeah. Try me.
It's 25% off. Hold on, I need to do something.
What are you doing?
It's 25% off. Yeah, I didn't do that right. That's why. We'll have to subtract. This is 25% off, and that left us with. What? No, that's not right.
You're the only one.
Sorry, class.
You're the only one.
All right. So since it was 25% off, that would leave us with a total of 75% of the original price. So it would be 0.75 times x.
What?
Yeah.
It is on sale. 25% off. Yes. I still got the right answer though.
No. All right. So. All right. So if it's 25. Cause think about it. Okay. If I have, let's say the shirt was
Yeah.
$2. If it's 25% off.
Now I gotta do this whole process all over again.
If it's 25% off.
And it becomes 75%.
No, but I want you to understand why I'm saying that. 2, 3, 4. If it's 25% off, that ain't right.
Yeah. It's only 2.
I
It's
know.
supposed to be 2 at
Then it's gonna be 50 cents. Wait, what did I do wrong? I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me.
Bear with me.
Bear with me.
Bear with me. Have to bear with teacher. Teacher's pet. Now to see how much 75 goes into 330.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's see 6.
Okay, so if it's 25% off, that means you're taking that off from the original price. So we will subtract 50 cents,
That's it.
and that would be 175. I'm sorry. Oh goodness, that would be 150. Gosh, what is wrong with me?
I don't know.
And so that's 75% of it left because we took off 25%, so that's 75% of the price left. So we multiply, to know what 75% of the original cost was, we need to multiply that by X, then subtract the $10 coupon. Alright, so we add 10.
Oh, we don't need it.
That leaves us with 0.75x equals 33.
No.
And then 0.75x is the same as 3 over 4.
I'm not about to do
So we can multiply by 4.
33 multiplied by 4.
So that leaves us with 3x equals, what was that again?
132.
132. And then we divide by 3. That was like a 3-step equation. And so that leaves us with 4t4. So the original cost was $44.
Oh, yeah. No, it's bad. It's 132. That's a 3-step equation.
Kind of was.
I was.
It really wasn't, but I changed it to a fraction. That's what made it. It was really a 2-step. It was really two two-step equations. If I was just divided by the decimal, it would be a 2-step equation. All right, so rewind that, watch it again to understand why we multiplied by 0.75 and not 0.25. It's because we were left with 75% of the original cost because 25% was taken off. Oh, this is acting.
This is acting, she says. Yeah, like you said, it's all it was is a 2-step equation, but you turned it to some boo-boo 3-step equation. Michael is collecting.
Sandy.
No. Michael is.
It's our dog, y'all.
They already know, y'all.
She knows it on camera.
Now she is. Collecting sea glass. It has to be sea glass. He begins with 14 pieces. He begins with Pisces. I cannot see this. In his collection. It's because you're staying away. And adds 3 new pieces. How much would it take to get to 80 pieces? 80 pieces.
All right, Joshua, come up.
Yeah, I don't have to work it out on paper. You figure I can all that. You really
Okay, so it says Michael's collecting sea glass from the beach. Ooh. From the beach. He begins with 14 pieces in his collection and adds 3 new pieces per day. How many days will it take to get 80 pieces? Good, see, I told y'all he's learning. Alright, so we get 14, that's what he already has, plus 3 pieces per day, which is multiplication, equals 80. Alright, so we're gonna let somebody make up a problem and then we're gonna do one more. And then I think that'll be it for today.
Oh, you do not say that. All right. I'm almost certain that this equals 22. Yeah, that equals 22. D equals 22.
Don't waste my time.
Don't waste my time.
Don't put up your paper and your pen. You still have about 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
It's really like 30. Because class supposed to be at 15.
So,
Unless I just type my extra number.
all right.
I actually know somebody that had that name. I wish would have been with that name. And we'll see if the teacher can work it out. Sandy, 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 Sandy. Come here, Sandy. Come here. Come here, Sandy. No, you can stay. You look comfortable. She told all right. So it says Sarkisha ate 2 candies after half was stolen. She then bought more to make up and now has 48. So I guess we're looking for how many she started out with.
That's what I was trying to write down.
All right, so we're looking for how many did she start out with. All right, so let me see.
Let's see.
All right, so she ate 2. Ate 2, negative, ate 2. After half was stolen. And then you have to tell me how many she bought. And then she bought more. So she bought the same amount that was stolen?
No.
And then she bought more, and she now has 48. So I guess she bought more, the same amount that was stolen, so.
Alright.
Whoa, we can work it. So I guess however much was stolen, she bought that same amount, because it didn't tell us how much she bought. She said she bought more, so that's also X. So we didn't know what she started out with, but we know half of it was stolen, and she ate 2, and then she bought more, and then she got 48. Alright,
You
so,
better figure that out.
alright, so we're gonna add 2. We went over this, I'll see if y'all remember. So that leaves us with X over 2
Oh,
plus
yeah.
X
That
equals
one
50.
inside there.
And so now to get rid of the 2, to get the X's along, we have to multiply the whole thing by 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so that's gonna be X plus 2X equals 100. Because if we do 2 times X over 2, of course the 2's cancel out, that leaves us with X. If we do 2 times X, that's 2X. Alright, so then X plus 2, X is 3X. Oh goodness.
Equals 100.
E.
Now use about
I'm about to
that
change something.
battery. I'm about to change something. You
Alright.
won the fraction.
She ate
4
3
candies.
candies.
I knew you put
That is
5 candies.
4 candies.
5 candies.
Yeah, 4.
5.
Yeah.
5.
Alright, so we're changing this to 4. Oops.
You keep the half.
No, we're changing this to.
So yeah, she ate 2 candies. Starkey,
Okay.
she did good.
We're gonna say that a quarter of them was stolen.
A 25-cent a quart. Just put a quart. She has to do that extra.
I don't want that crazy number. Alright, so we're gonna say a quarter of them was stolen, which is the same as 1/4, which is the same as dividing by 4. So then we multiply by 4, and we get X plus 4X equals 100. 4 plus 1X is 5X. So then we divide by 5.
20.
So X equals 20. So she started out with 20.
5 minus 2.
She started out with 20. And a quarter of them was stolen. So we divide by 4, which is 5. And then she ate 2, which left us with 3. And then she bought.
Yeah, you did something wrong.
Hey!
You did something wrong.
Wait, what'd I do?
I don't know.
I had to find my mistake, y'all. Cause you should have gave us that number. No, it's cause I ain't doing my order of operations.
Yeah, no order. Oh,
Wait,
orders.
that might be why. I don't know. That's fine.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, you didn't do
Okay.
no order of operations. That's supposed to be 20 times negative
Actually, I did do my order of operations.
times negative 2. 24 negative 2. 20 times 2. 40 over 4.
You just gonna give us.
10 plus 20 equals 30.
No. I'm not tell. Okay, we're gonna just edit this out sometime.
Try to solve that.
Okay, wait. Something ain't right. That's because you should have gave us that other number. Oh, it's not gonna pause this.
But you can.
Dang. I'm gonna have to try to take that off and edit that sometime. Alright, so she ate 2 candies. You gotta give us a number.
And she bought 7 more. Yeah, you about to get fraction.
Alright, so x over 2 plus 5 was 48.
Easy.
Oh my
Easy, me squeezy.
Really?
I want a fraction. 43 times 2.
Alright, so she started out with 86 pieces of candy.
Dang, somebody stole whole 43.
The other one still should work. Alright, so we have to change it to what Joshua told us how many more she bought.
She bought
Just
more.
ignore the whole other section.
She bought more.
Alright, I want to see if that's gonna work.
Yeah, she wants to see that's gonna work. That's what we're gonna use the next 15 minutes for.
No, we're gonna do one more and then we'll stop it and then do it. He's like, okay, y'all, we're gonna love the video. Wait, it was bought more.
Barton bought more.
Had story. Had 8, 2, left with 48.
I could tell you, I remember. X over 2 minus 2 plus x equals 48. So why'd you do that? X over 2 minus 2 plus x equals 48.
Alright, one more and then we shall be through.
You need her. You should probably go back because I don't remember. X over 2. X over 2 minus 2. Where's she going? Where's girlie going? Alright, I'm going up to do it. She went down the street. Like, for real. Put 40% of the money directly into her savings account. There she goes, coming back on the property after going down the street. Now she has a whole other 13 years added to her sentence. I said 1, 2, 3 other kids after me.
Alright. So Kayla's given the monthly allowance. She puts 40% of the money directly into her savings. She spends $15 at the movies. She's left with $3. How much is her monthly allowance?
She puts and that to a decimal. But isn't that the same as 0.60? She spends 15 at the movies. Spends 15. Left with 3.
Now, do that look right?
How much is her money? Giving the monthly allowance. She put how much is her monthly?
0.60 minus 15 equals 3. Somehow I just don't think that statement is true.
I think it is. I think so.
Okay, you just guessing. Alright, so she's giving a monthly allowance. She puts 40% of it directly into her savings. So we know she's keeping 60% of it, which is 0.60. And it's 60% of the total, alright, that she's keeping. So to get 60% of it, we have to multiply that number times 0.60, and then that's the total that she kept. And she's spending $15, and she's left with $3. So then we're left with 0.60x equals 18. We divide by 0.60.
I want to do this.
6 goes, we know 6 goes into 18 3
So
times,
it's gonna be 300 times.
and we have 2 decimals.
So 300 times. It goes into
No.
330 times.
What do you think?
300 times. Like I said.
So it's gonna be 300. Because we have to move that decimal over twice.
Yes.
Okay, 300.
Yes.
That's 30.
Yeah, it's 30 dollars. 30 minus 15 does not equal 30.
It's 30.
30 minus
I
15.
should have did it. Okay, so we do it, write it out, and we move our decimal over twice. That gives us 60 into 1800. 60 goes in 180 three times.
3 times.
I knew that wasn't right. 60 goes in 0, so it's 30. So she gets $30 per month.
60 dollars times 60 cents times no 60.
Alright, so that's it for today.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stop it.
Alright.
Oh no, we're not done. Don't stop it. Don't stop it.
Alright.
I forgot it's gotta be an hour and 15 minutes.
You wanna do math jumping jacks?
No, don't stop it. We can do it now.
Yeah, you could see the problem. me do this one.
You did the last one. Look what?
No, I didn't. You did. Crouching tiger. I saw you. She played 5 games. Spent $18. Spent $21. How many games did she play? So
Shakira went bowling with friends. She paid $3 for shoes and then $4.75 for each game. She spent $21. How many games did she play?
$21 were spent. She subtracted $3 and then a whole nother $4.
No, sir. No. Read that. No, sir. You're not subtracting from amount she already had. You're adding all that she spent.
Hear me.
Read that out loud and write it as you're reading.
Shakira went bowling with friends. She paid.
What are you looking for? What's your end? What are you
Trying to
looking
figure
for?
out how many games did she
And what do you know? What is the end result?
$21
That she what?
spent.
Okay. So it's not subtracting 3 and subtracting 4.75 because you know what she spent. You're trying to figure out how much did she spend on the games. So you're not subtracting from an amount that she already had. You're just trying to figure out what the cost of each thing was to get the total amount that she spent. Now, if it had said that she started out with $40 and she paid for this and that and then was left with $21, then you would be subtracting the cost of the thing. Alright, so correct. So it was $3 for the shoes and then $4.75 for each game, which we don't know. And so that made her total that she spent $21. So 3 plus 4.75x equals 21. And then we solve for x. Change it to a fraction. So 4.75 as a fraction is the same as 4 3/4.
400, 407.
4.75 is the same as 4 3/4 because 0.75 as a fraction is 3/4. 4, go write that on the side.
Isn't that gonna,
Yeah, just write it. I'm not done. 4 and stand to the side so you can see what you're doing.
so 16 over 4?
No, can you write what I told you to write? Gosh. 4 3/4. And then we change that to an improper fraction by multiplying the whole number by the denominator and then adding 3.
I knew that.
So 4 times 4 is 16 plus 3 is 19 over 4. So we can rewrite that as 19 over 4 times x equals 18. So then we multiply by 4 on both sides. 4 cancels out on the left side. That leaves us with 19x equals 72. Then we divide by 19. That equals something.
I
probably 4 or something.
X equals 4. Well, let's check.
No, it's not. Cause 9 times 4 is 36.
19 times 8 equals 72.
9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 4 is 36.
19 times, let's see, how many?
It's gonna end in a 6. You're not getting it. 9 times 4 is 36. It's gonna end in a 6.
Alright, I need to see how much 19 times 6 is, so I could add.
54.
No.
It ends in a 4. 9 times 7 ends in a 3.
6
It's
times,
something way off.
6 times 1.
She played.
6 times 1 equals 11. Like I said, she played 4 games.
She played 4 point something games. That don't make sense.
4 games. 9 times 4.
Okay, maybe we should have just divided by 4.7.
3 games.
It would be like 3.5 or something.
Alright. 7. 7. 7. I honestly didn't think I have to go into decimals. Stop. How many
Let me
times
make sure
can
we do this
19
math
go
right.
into 200?
Okay, 3.79. No, I'm making it wrong. I'm making it make sense. Something right. Let me make sure I get it.
You ain't right. Or I could just do it. Let's see. 4 and 1904. 4.
18 divided by 4.75. Let's do a fraction. Okay, so it's something this. Play this many games with a fraction. No, it's not equal
Why'd you erase all X?
4. X doesn't equal 4.
Why'd you erase all
It equals
X?
something's weird. I don't know why they did that.
X equals, alright. Let's redo this. 19 divided by 17. We know this equals.
Joshua, it's a fraction. It's
Oh,
3.79.
I like fractions.
3.79.
I don't know that.
Okay, maybe we can change that to $22.
Okay.
Yes, it's perfect actually. That's probably what it's supposed to be. Alright, so we're gonna change this just to make this more friendly.
More friendly.
We're gonna change that to $22.
Alright. Alright, then.
Write it.
I think you were.
Alright, so she spent $22. So our new problem is 3 plus 4.75 x equals 22. So we subtract 3, and we're left with 4.75 x equals 19. So we change our 4.75 to a fraction, which was 19 over 4. So then we, no, easy. So then we multiply by 4. Why are you dividing? So we multiply by 4 and step to the side. I'm sure they can't see nothing. I'm just standing directly in front of what you're doing.
4.
4 times 19 is 76. So we're left with 19x equals 76. Then we divide by 19,
By 19. X
and x equals 4.
I told you x equals 4 from the very beginning.
Alright, so that's it for today.
Now it's far. It's far.